Welcome back into episode 3 of Flipping from Zero, where apart from my normal business, I'm doing a flip up challenge, kind of like a trade up challenge where I start with $0 and I'm constantly reinvesting my earnings. I found some things from around my house, flipped a couple of those. Then I went to the thrift stores last episode. So we are going to constantly be reinvesting our money in this series and showing you guys how to build up that inventory to make those consistent sales, continuing to reinvest everything back into the business and see how much inventory and capital we can stack up. So far, here's our little section. Here in the future, I think I'm going to get a rack just for this series. But right now it's a box and these 2 boxes of shoes. But hey, we started with nothing. We got 2 pairs of shoes here, the Nikes that are my old shoes, and then these that we got from Kohl's. Haven't sold yet. This is actually just like 2 days after the last episode was filmed. I'm going to try to film this one more like vlog style, like as stuff happens. Then in here, this is everything we got from the thrift store. And actually last night, this bad boy sold for $12.48. So we're going to go ship this. All right, so I got my bags on the scale. They are 8 ounces. So we're going to come over here, 8 ounces. We're going to slap it in this padded mailer right here. You can see it sold for $12.48. It's going to be first class because it's under £1. When you're watching this, first class is probably gone. So go watch my new video on USPS Ground Advantage. Going to be the same rates and everything. But just don't want to confuse people. So that's going to be $4.15. So now let's break down what type of profit we're working with that we're going to be able to reinvest. So we sold it for $12.48 like I showed. It was $4.15 in shipping, so we'll deduct that, as well as $1.41 in fees. Again, in this series, I'm not going to be deducting cost of goods sold like I do in my what sold videos. Since we are reinvesting everything in the business, and since we did not start with any money, there's really no reason to do this because we're just trying to keep turning that money over and over again. Anyways, though, that leaves us with $6.92 in profit. However, I got some comments that I overspent by $1.20 at the Goodwill bins. It's hard because it's based on weight, so I wasn't exactly sure how much money it was going to cost. So I think I did a pretty good job of being close. But anyways, we're going to deduct that $1.20 just to make sure we stay 100% legit this series. So that'll bring us down to $5.72 profit. Before I hit some other stores, I'm probably going to wait till I make a little more so that we can reinvest and get some more inventory. Just a couple days later, item number 2 from our Goodwill trip sold. We sold these football pads, which I thought would sell pretty quick with football season approaching. We got $28 for these, and we're going to ship them just after we get everything else gathered up. All right, time to pack these up. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but you guys know I underpack a lot of stuff. I'm going to throw these in a poly mailer. I mean, these are literally built to protect things. Nothing is going to go wrong. When you throw it in a box, I had that box which fit it perfectly. The dimensions and everything brought it to like $25 to ship it to Florida. I'm not doing that. I put in the weight and the dimensions of the poly mailer, and look at that. It's $11.65 for priority, or all the way down for partial select, it's $10.11. So I'm going to do partial select, which is soon to be USPS Ground probably by the time this comes out. But you can see it sold for $27.99. So we're going to ship this thing off, and then we'll get you guys the numbers and how much profit we're working with. It ain't pretty, but it saved us about $15 to pack it like this. So what kind of profits are we going to yield from those football pads? $27.99 is what they sold for, minus the $10.11 shipping, minus $3.34 for eBay fees. Gives us $14.54 profit on that purchase, plus the $5.72 we made on those bags the other day, brings us up to $20.26, plus all that inventory we've accrued. Not bad, especially it's been less than a week since I actually got all that stuff. About a week or so later, we sold these that I listed in the first episode here, my old shoes. We got $50 for these bad boys, so now I'm going to get them packed up and we will add to our total profit. All right, so here you can see it sold for $50. It's going to Massachusetts, and it's 3 pounds. I've got it weighed over here. I'm going to put it in the poly mailer. You can scroll down and see that it's actually cheaper partial select, but usually if it's like less than $1, I'm going to just pay up for priority to make sure that it gets there pretty safe. All right, so let's break down the profit on this bad boy. We have it sold for $49.95. We need to take out our shipping and our fees. So take out our shipping of $9.59 and our fees of $6, which gives us a net profit on those shoes of $34.36, plus the $20.26 that we've already saved up. And we are up to $54.62 in net profit. Now we are talking. Now we have some money to play with. Let's hit some stores. All right, we still haven't gotten out to get shopping, actually. It's only a couple days later, and we sold these Converse and this flag. So let's go get those packed up. All right, first item up, this Harry Potter flag. Again, sold that on Mercari, $8.21 after all the fees and everything. It was $10. Now we're gonna go over into Pirate Ship, buy the label. I've already put it in, and it's gonna be $3.66, so we're gonna buy that. And that one is good. And then the Converse, you can see we sold them for $60, free shipping on eBay. If you remember correctly, we got them at that Kohl's clearance event for half off of that. So about $16.50 a piece. And with the weight and dimensions in there, it's gonna run us $7.20 priority. Okay, and crunching those numbers for the Converse, $59.99 minus the $7.20 ship, minus the $7.50 fees, brings us down to $45.29 on that. Adding both of those in, and we are up to a total of $104.86, plus still a little box of inventory. You guys can really see how when you like start stacking that inventory up, how you can make more consistent sales and kind of how it just starts to snowball. And I've barely compiled anything. Now, I lied in the last clip because this happened a couple days later, but now we are going to go to the store. We are going to find some things. I might even do a little retail arbitrage, mix that in. I want to go to a bin store, because that's another way to compile more inventory. We're trying to compile as much inventory as we can so that we can make more consistent sales. So let's head on to that bin store right now. So if you've never been to a liquidation bin store, they have different days and they're all different amounts. This one starts at $14 and then goes all the way down to 25 cents. I'm here at 25-cent day, and you can see we got all these bins. I've got an entire cart full of stuff already. These actually turned out to be like fake Wranglers. They looked pretty fake. I just put them in here because I thought they were interesting. I ended up just getting them, and I'll just donate them. We got this case here that I know I can get about 15, 20 bucks for. This is a dog cone. Those sell very well for about 15, 20 bucks as well. That is a table cover that is actually seasonal, so it'll go well. I don't even know what that is. Got a couple remotes. Remotes always go well for like 10, 15 bucks. We got this that I got for Sunny, some dog chews that was sealed. I always go for the laptop cases. You can see I just went right over that. We got a couple of those. The laptop cases always sell super well, and they always go for about $18 to $20 all day long. Those are all for MacBooks, and then that was an iPad case. And then we got a flag there, I think, that should be able to get about 20 bucks. So stuff like this, you're not going to find exact comps on. But when you're picking it up for a quarter, you don't have to be very picky. We got these Christmas tablecloths that'll sell really well. And then we're going to go back digging. That's just kind of what I found for the first few minutes. Just kind of digging through here, seeing what I can find. Found this invoice paper here. It goes for about 12 bucks, so we're going to pick that up. That'll go media mail, so that'll be super nice. And then we found this OtterBox that was for like an iPhone 7, but it's still an OtterBox, and it's 25 cents, as well as this sealed tape that goes for about 8 bucks. And then we got this happy birthday flag, which I always sell those for like 10, 12 bucks on Mercari. And lastly, got some brand new and bag curtains. And we got all that for $6.45. Now let's head into Kohl's, where they're taking an additional 50% off all clearance, and I found these Thorogood boots. So these are $54. We're going to drain the bank on these fellas because look at this, $200 they're selling for. We're snatching those. So those boots are going to eat up about half of our profits, but that's okay. We're going to take that out, and we're actually going to roll over the rest of the profit into the next video. What I'm really wanting to teach you guys in this series is that you don't need any money to start up a reselling business and to create a reselling budget and only pull from that budget. So we want to keep a little nest egg in there in case we come upon a big buy that we need some money for. So we're going to keep that money in there for now. Who knows, maybe next time we'll come upon a big buy like those boots. Those boots are a really big buy, and they might take a couple months to sell, but I know they're going to sell for over $200, so it is a great investment. Congratulations to Tori, who won the giveaway. She guessed exactly what sold first. In the last video, if you guys want to win $10, comment down below what you think is going to sell first from what I picked up in this episode, and then stay tuned to episode 4 and I'll pick a winner for 10 bucks in that video as well. So I really hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm actually having a blast making it, kind of taking me back to when I started reselling. Stay tuned next month for the next edition of Flipping from Zero. There's money to be made everywhere, guys. Let's go get it. Thank you for watching The Millennial Prophet.